Decadê.
Yeah, welcome to the Whole Lot of Cash podcast, episode 5. I got the GWhiteboy on here with me today. We're going to talk about a little bit of everything, you know, from streets to the jail to the traumas and everything in between. Let's get down to business. I told y'all I won't leave y'all for long. I got my brother GWhiteboy in the house.
Hey, yo.
You know?
How y'all coming?
Tell them about yourself. Where you from, bro?
Man, I go by the name GWhiteboy, the Germ, White Boy, Drewski, whatever you want to call me. I was born in O Block. My granny stayed there for 44 years. I was born in the O. I was raised on the Eastside, Town, 75th of Colfax. I'm a renegade off Colfax, but I fuck with the L's too.
So, how old was you when you jumped off the porch, assuming that you did? Did you jump off the porch, my nigga?
Yeah, I jumped off the porch, man. I was an academic scholar, straight A student, man. I had a 6-star athlete, the captain of the basketball team. All that basketball was my first love before I chose the street. So I can say I officially jumped off the porch and started engaging in criminal activities. I'm like 15, the summer 15, 16. I was dibbling and dabbling 13, 14, but 15, 16, that sophomore going into junior year, yeah, it was time.
And you know, the whole time, that's damn near where it all started for niggas in the city. 12, 13, 14, niggas started dabbling again. They, you know what I'm saying, trying to see this and trying to see that, but then they fully off the porch by 15. You know, niggas and damn near done everything by 16. You feel me?
Shit show.
Being that, you know, that's the type of environment that both of us came from.
Yeah.
You know, we end up meeting over a state train. You know what I'm saying?
Show.
We end up meeting down there behind that wall.
Behind the wall.
You know,
I was on the ass end of a bid of a 20-year sentence. I did 10 years off that. I ended up doing 8.5 years for it. You know what I mean? So I met bro like when I had like 3.5 years left type shit.
Yeah, for sure. I think I damn near had around the same amount of time, you know what I'm
saying?
Because off that one, you came home in like 2010, right?
I came home 2012.
Okay. I came home 2 years before you then on that one, you know what I'm saying?
We was in the 3 house when you went to the crib. I was in the industry then, no.
Oh, you was on the deck with me when I left the joint?
Yeah, motherfucker.
Damn, 1,000 pods. Yeah, okay. Yeah, because we was in school and shit. You know, nigga, we wasn't on the deck, nigga. You was in the industry, nigga. You was gone already.
So we had did not the custodian.
We had already done all the school shit.
We did the school shit. I doubled back though. When they kicked me out, you was gone. They kicked me out.
I remember you telling me that shit. I was gone already though. Before we move on to what happened after that bit, is it because we was down there with some hitters, some real niggas, I should say. We was down there with some goofies too, but out of all the real niggas that was down there, anybody that stand out to you that goddamn it made, that you would say made an impact on you personally?
Yeah, it was a few. You know, one of the most important was he go by Rockmont. He was going by Rockmont because he was deaning, but the Germ Q from Town, Terrence, he was one of the ones. Yeah, he was deaning, you know, so he wasn't getting involved in stone business no more. But he was on his dean, you know what I mean. But he was one of the ones from the world to the penitentiary. Yeah, he's one of the ones that got up on, like not necessarily got up under, but ones was still young. Shit, I'm 39 now, so I was in my 20s still. So ones that they was get around one. That's one thing motherfuckers need to do, and when they do, it's unfortunate to get locked up. But you got to put yourself around individuals that's gonna uplift you and give you some type of ilk and some type of knowledge and understanding. You know what I mean? Not only about oneself, but just about the ways of life. You know, people can get off in the penitentiary and jackball they bid off, but I was constructive. When I was in the county, I was tearing that bitch up because I was facing a life sentence. So I ain't know my future was gonna be a future. So I ain't give a fuck. I'm told knives, I'm beating ass. I had the whole Division 11, the White House for the Stones. Yeah. So at that point, I ain't give a fuck. But when I copped out and I knew I had an out date, then I went down there and started programming. I got in school, I got in college, started getting my degree, started reading books, shit that was gonna enable me to have be productive when I did get back in the world. But shit, when I did get out there, all that shit went out the window because, you know, once you're back against the wall, the question of a man ain't what you gonna do when you up. The question is what you gonna do when you're down, when you're back against the wall. You gonna recidivate and go back to the old shit, or you gonna try to use the knowledge and the tools that you did have when you was behind that wall, you ain't had nothing to do but be with yourself and I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and the third, I'm gonna be right, I'm gonna be just. what you gonna do when the shit hit the fan? That's the question.
But sometimes, man, shit happens that's kind of like out of our hands, right?
Yeah.
Because right after that bit, you come home, you doing. We linked up, I think, because we had a little stripper party, goddamn it, in Indiana, some shit. We had Slick too for sure. And after that little situation, nigga, you disappeared, nigga.
Yeah.
I ain't hear from you no more.
The going got tough.
Yeah, man.
Shit,
but the whole time though, well, you know what? I don't want to absolve you of fault because I don't know how you feel about it.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? From your side, from your point of view, that shit was damn near out of your hands, huh?
Nah, it was fully in my hands.
It was in your hands? Okay.
Yeah, you can want a better life and move yourself away from the bullshit, but if you still gravitated towards it,
right.
you're gonna. I don't give a fuck where you go. You can go anywhere in the whole United States of America and try to choose a different life or a different path. But if you still on that, get that same type of mentality, that same street mentality, that same hood mentality, you're gonna gravitate towards the bullshit. And eventually, I gravitated back towards the bullshit.
And the feds came.
The feds came. So, the feds came. And they came. It wasn't even like that though. It was like, you know, when I first came home, I had I'm finna get me a job mentality.
Right.
I'm finna, do this, that, and the third. But I never shall forget one of the breaking points for me, as a man. I was 28. I cut my hair. I had long hair. I cut my hair. Listen to my OG. Look, do this, that, and the third. Yeah. Okay, cool. So she took me to a job interview. It was at a telemarketing place called Teleperformance. They was making like $7.25 an hour.
Right.
Okay, fuck it. I'm gonna get me a gig. So I get out there. I come home with an associate's degree in business management, a minor in accounting. At the time, I had an associate at the time. Mm-hmm. So I go in there, I knock out the typing test. I type 50, 60 words per minute. At the end of the interview, they like, you're actually overqualified for the position.
Right.
But we're gonna, unfortunately, sir, we can't hire you. Yeah, because of that, So I got back in the car. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Jump in the car, my OG. I broke down and cried like a man. Cried like a baby. Yeah. I'm like, damn, I'm trying. It's like when I would do good, evil was always present. So eventually, couldn't find no job. So what I do? I'm in a new town. Hey, I went back to my comfortability space. Yeah. Time to pick up his nickel loud, nickel pill. Let's do it. Let's
do it.
I'm around. I'm fraternizing. I'm social when I want to be. So I'm socializing, fraternizing in a city that in East Chicago, Indiana, in the harbor. It's like right a stone's throw away from the city. So I gravitated back towards the bullshit. Now I'm toting pistols and shit, and that's how I caught the Fed case. I had cuffed a little nigga. I took a liking to. Make a long story short, he kind of did some weird shit, and I was finna smoke his ass, and somebody saved his life, jumped in front of him. The whole time I didn't know it was APP. APP going through out the whole city, talking about we got a man with a black and red Robin jeans shirt, black and red Robin jeans hat, black and red Robin jeans pants, with a gun. Yeah. So only thing I'm trying to do is go get my son. So first of all, security is the first call of the day. I was never one of the ones that's outside looking for the smoke. Now, I ain't one of the ones that got the pistol and I'm tough. Yeah, I got my gun on me. You see? I got my gun. Yeah. I'm a defensive type of. I'm the one that you never know that got that pistol on. Right. I'm cool with it. I'm chilling. This is security. I got my baby mom with me. I'm going to get my son. It's 3 in the morning. I'm going to the house. Right. But how the universe works. How Satan work, when you looking for bullshit, even if you ain't looking for bullshit might come looking for you.
It'll come.
So needless to say, they snapped. The police came, and at the time, I'm gonna be honest, I was high. I was off ecstasy at the time. I was drinking. I was off the shit. I was off the shit. I was in my lower self, so I wasn't thinking in my right frame of mind. I walked myself down there to the police. Y'all looking for? Hey, how you doing? Yeah. What's up? Yeah. When they say, hey, come here, I try to take off. Tase me, gun in the pants. Go do 48 hours in the police station.
Okay.
Next thing I know, dude talking about I'm whoop your band from the alcohol, tobacco, and firearm unit. Damn. I say the feds, but we know when we left the state, you had to sign that Project Safe Neighborhood Act.
I already know.
Saying that, and you know what? That's something I really want to speak on. That's why I never ever vote ever again in my life. Because here's the thing, based upon my past. You give me all my rights back. First of all, we're not United States of American citizens. We're indigenous of this country, first and foremost. So as a people, one thing we need to always realize is that the laws of this land don't pertain to us. The laws of this land is only meant to persecute us. So needless to say, that's why I never ever vote ever again in my life, because you give me all my rights back. I can vote for the president that's gonna run this country, but I don't have my Second Amendment right back to bear arms to protect my mama, my brothers, the sisters, my cousins, my aunties, my uncles. I can't legitimately tote a firearm to protect my people. So I'm cool on voting.
Being that you have been through shit in the world, shit through the joint, shit with these people, fighting for your life, fighting for your freedom. What would you say is, would be the most life-shaping, life-molding experience for you? The
most life-shaping experience is losing my best friend to my hands.
Right.
To my hands. I was convicted. I'm transparent. I was convicted of second-degree murder in 2007. Being naive. I was green. I was green up until the time I was 16. I chose the streets. The streets didn't choose me. So, like I say, come from being a high school All-American, academic scholar, athlete, intelligent motherfucker to, okay, how I jumped in the streets, my partners, they come to my door. We all 15, 16 years old, right?
Right.
They come knocking on the door. This is how green I am, right? Hey, get that. Hey, open the door. I'm like, what's up? I open the door. Man, the Dicks just chased us. I'm like, who? The Dicks? Who is the Dicks?
Green as shit, right.
Lily Green at 15, 16. Like, who is the Dicks? Hey, man, the Dicks, I gotta go in the bed. Let me go in the bathroom. Now, my mama at work. You know what I mean? It's just me and my homie, may God rest his soul. He in the living room. He got a female in there. I dish basketball practice.
Y'all on the females.
We on the females. I'm in the room, getting busy, doing the fucking Watusi in my room. They talking about the Dicks. He talking about he got to go in the bathroom and throw up. What you got to throw up for? He just swallowed the grapes. Cool. So he come out. They break it down like, man, all $50, you can make $200.
Right.
I said, $50, I can make a deuce.
Right.
What? Meanwhile, back at the ranch, I'm working at UPS.
Right.
I'm working at a place called After Socials Incorporated. It's on it's right across the street from right across the street from Rock and Roll McDonald's. Right. Working for the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. Calling folks' house, asking them if their kids got immunization records, doing a survey.
That's what I did when I came over to joint.
It looked $200. I'm thinking like, damn, I'm getting I'm leaving basketball. I'm going to school, going to basketball practice, leaving basketball practice, going downtown, taking the metro train, getting off. I'm on them talking about something. I can make 50 off 200. I'm like, shit. I'm thinking in my head now. My wheels turning. I'm like, shit. I take this little $200 check.
Yeah.
I can make that $1,000. Shit.
Right.
Man, fuck this. Fuck this basketball team shit. Fuck this school. I ain't gotta ask my mama for no lunch money.
Right.
I ain't gotta ask my daddy for no lunch money, because now I'm getting high.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm getting high. I'm women. I'm like clothes. I'm like, fuck it. I'm gonna jump off into the street.
Jump into that shit.
And I'm gonna be honest. That's one of them. They say you shouldn't move through life with regrets, but I do regret. I do regret tossing my life away, goddammit, for the lack of a better term, and choosing the streets and getting off into the streets. Had I had motherfuckers that was around me that was in the streets, so-called big homies, like, hey man, you tweaking. You going to school. Right. You was the brand one. You're gonna get us out of the hood. Right. Instead of having to compete. Now I'm competing. I'm competing with grown men. I'm 15, 16, 17 years old, but compete with niggas 26, 27. On the block, selling, jugging, you know what I mean? That was that, but needless to say, I done got into it. My mama got put out. She made sure I had somewhere. She never just put me out. She made sure I had somewhere to go. Are you grown? You got a little brother. You ain't finna bring these pistols in here. I'm getting a tool, motherfuckers. Everything that comes along the streets, getting a tool, motherfuckers, guns, drugs, all this shit. So, needless to say, she sent me the Lincoln Challenge. That ain't work. I came back. I went down there, started my whole own gang down there. So I started my own gang down there. I started my own shit in Lincoln Challenge. We was calling ourselves the Rock. Meanwhile, they think it's the Dynasty. Whole time that shit mean renegade off Colfax.
Right,
you know what I mean? We gambling and shit. I got these people playing Get Like Me for money. I'm coming home with 3,000-4,000.
Yeah.
I come home, graduate from alternative school. I start catching cases now. Right. I caught my first drug case. I got caught with 3 bags of weed.
Right.
They charged me with a felony though. They said I was a delivery. I bought it out. Boom. 2 weeks later, I get caught with some crack. They choked me out 71st Street. They was a gang unit. 71st Street, they was gangsters too. They were real GDs. They used to ride. Real GDs. They used to ride up 75th Street They see us out there, they get to dropping the 5 at us. I'm just the dick I'm talking about. This city, they get to dropping the 5 at us and shit.
Right,
we
right,
dropping the race at them. Yeah, what up? Y'all gang banging?
Right.
Yeah, they jump out on us, choke us up. Yeah, you niggas out here, y'all doing little shit. Why don't y'all just go and do the thing so y'all can be locked up with 23 and 1 and be up there with Jeff? Go on with Jeff. Y'all doing small shit. Go on up there with Jeff then if y'all, you know.
Right. Yeah, that's
y'all, that's some shit. They tell motherfuckers.
On the other side.
Cool. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure. So fast forward, motherfucker caught them cases, man. I went to jail in May of 2004. You know what I mean? I'm at a party. One of the guys going home. He going to boot camp and shit. I'm at a party and shit. You know, and the Bible says you reap what you sow. In life, the universe is like what goes around comes around. Right. I got away with so much shit. So much shit. I done did everything you can possibly think of. And I'm not bragging, boasting, none of that shit about the things I done did in my past. I done did everything you can possibly think of. You hear me? Everything.
Everything.
So that
from hopscotch to
everything.
Yeah, nigga.
Everything.
I know, nigga.
Everything. So that me still being green, not knowing these shorties now, they so intelligent when it comes to firearms. I don't know what a decock is at the time. I don't know if you got one in the hole, you can't hit this button on the side of the gun on discharge. Right. Fast forward, get into it with a motherfucker, get into a fight, whooping a nigga ass. My homie finna come break it up. I try to smack a motherfucker with the pistol, it go off. Damn. Killed my homie. That's something. I don't give a fuck how much time they was offering me, how much they was giving me, none of that shit. That right there fucked me up, bro. That's the PTSD. That's like you couldn't walk them out. You really never really understand what I go through daily. I made amends with God. I made amends with myself, and I made amends with my brother family. That's my brother. Yeah. His nephews is my nephews, you know. Yeah. They love me. Yeah. But I had to come to terms with myself though. Yeah. And I go through what I go through. That PTSD a motherfucker, but you know, I come from praying parents, praying grandparents, so I was spared. I was spared for a reason. I feel like I'm one of the chosen ones. And I say that with all due humility. The things I done did in my life and the things I done been through in my life are the things that shaped me and made me a man. The penitentiary made me a man. Cause I was mama's boy up to 20. Mama wash your clothes. Even though I'm in the streets, you still wash your clothes. When I got to that penitentiary, nigga gotta put your big boy drawers on. You in the county, nigga gotta put big boy drawers on. And I thank God I come up out that bitch. I'm doing 10.5 years, 8.5 in the state, 2 years in the Fed. I thank God I came out that bitch. I ain't never snitched on nobody. I ain't never fucked no man. I came out with my integrity still in stat. I ran that bitch the same way I was in the same nigga I was in the streets, the same nigga I was in the penitentiary. Ain't shit changed that. So ain't too many motherfuckers that we done been around can even say that. Niggas snitches, niggas that fucking them men, bro, sneaking all that shit. So I think, and most importantly though, I came out with my mind still intact. My mind. You might think I'm crazy. I am crazy as fuck. The shit I've been through, I should have lost my mind. However,
say these niggas play crazy.
These niggas play crazy. I'm really crazy. I'm really crazy. You niggas got demons. People have demons that cause you broke or cause you ain't got no money. No, I got it's real demons. It's real shit that you done been through in life. And you have to channel. You can't self-medicate. You can't do certain things to appease those. You have to first work on them bitches. Sometimes I let them bitches dance with me. But I let them know who's in control. I'm in control. I dare with the devil in the pale moon, right? But I know one thing, without the creator, without God, without Allah, I can't win none of them battles. So that's what it is. That's what it is.
Like, you just touched on so much shit, bro. Honestly, the trauma that's unspoken in our community though. Real bad. And that's the problem, right? So when I came home from the joint, you know what I'm saying? Honestly, when I came home from the joint, I often say this, you know what I'm saying? I was the biggest I had ever been, you know what I'm saying? Mentally, I was the sharpest I had ever been, you know what I'm saying? You remember, nigga, I was a prolific ass rapper, nigga. I was a prolific ass writer in general, you know what I'm saying? And then I came home. Now, understand, I got locked up when I was 19.
I got locked up when I was 20. We got locked. See, they say the human brain
Don't stop developing until you, and it's constantly going up. Nigga. 25 is where it's at now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we got booked at. We was shorties.
I was a baby.
I was 19, 20 years old. We was kids.
So
for real.
I get booked, and to be honest with you, I think back now, I didn't even understand the type of time. Like, I fought multiple cases to get to the point to have freedom. So my first cop out was 81 fucking years, nigga. Terrell Owen.
My first plea bargain was 78 years.
78 fucking years.
And crazy. I'm like, what the fuck are y'all talking about? This is not an intentional murder. This is my best fucking friend. Y'all not understanding this?
Yeah.
How y'all trying to throw the whole book at me?
The whole book at him off.
Y'all don't understand what I'm going through? County a whole different story. That's a whole different story. Look, I lost me and my cousin. Free Sean Mo to his back. Free my cousin to his back. My cousin got 150 years. He been gone for 20 years as of today, actually. 20 years. He had a murder and 3 attempts that he's innocent of.
Yeah.
We had an attorney. Not only was he a Jew, one of those Jews, but he was a Mason as well. So my Uncle Joe, long live my Uncle Joe, he gave him $25,000 for my cousin's murder. He told my mother, look, give him the same attorney that Sean got.
Right.
My mama made it up to $10,000. Guess what this motherfucker do? I'm fighting my case for 2 years, cuz I've been locked up for 3 years. This motherfucker gets disbarred. Guess what he did? He fucked the old lady out of $4.5 million of her wheel money.
Damn.
And got disbarred from the bar association.
In the middle of your fucking situation.
In the middle of our situation.
Damn.
In the middle of our situation. So now we scrambling.
I had a similar situation.
Yeah.
I think I told you this before. Demetrius Evans.
Mine was
Ranger.
Her name was
Ranger.
Long lip.
Motherfucking
Aaron Patterson. You talking about Aaron Patterson?
Yes, sir. That was Ranger's lawyer, right? And she was fighting Ranger's case at the time, so she didn't get disbarred. When I say I had a similar situation, was I'm in the middle with my shit. I'm fighting my drama. She pull out because she fighting Ranger.
She fighting Ranger shit because
that shit was high profile.
High profile, prolific. His state or his fed.
Oh, I think that was.
His appeal. This shit was
around 04, 05. So I think that was his fed.
That was his. Yeah, that's when he got out. When he got exonerated from death row and all
that shit.
Yeah,
he was
out.
Came
home, got them M's, and everything.
Yeah. He was past all that.
He got them M's and everything. All well with the G-Ran. But yeah, so I got Margaret Doman. She was a murder task force lawyer. She like, hey, if you fire your attorney this week, I'll pick you up next week. So it happened, me and my cousin, I'm saying about, we got the same judges. At first we was on the 7th floor in the courtroom. We had Colleen McSweeney Moore.
Okay.
A white lady, she used to be on the bench, drunk as a skunk off the whiskey. Y'all say any and all motions need to. No, we can't be in front of this lady. So we got sent to the 2nd floor to the new courtroom with some
You was across from Cook County?
Yeah, I was in the White House.
You was in the county, in the White House.
I was in the White House.
Nah, I'm talking about when you go to court. You went to court at Cook County?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, now I went to court at Bridgeview, nigga.
Ooh.
If you catch the case on the 9, nigga, we had Bridgeview, nigga.
Damn.
And I'm gonna tell you,
they got a Fed conviction rate.
Every nigga.
They conviction rate like the Feds.
Every nigga who had 102, he off the bench now. My judge now, cause I had to get a change in venue, nigga. I had Wazalewski, nigga. 102. If you remember who Wazalewski is,
I swear to God, I remember Judge Wazalewski. In Bridgeview, right?
In Bridgeview. And my lawyer was like, man, we got to get a change of venue.
Yeah, change of venue, big time.
Your goof ass. I ended up going to 109, Davey. I still got
Judge Davey.
Slam, but I ain't get slammed. Like I think Wazalewski was gonna lay a nigga down.
Throw the whole book at your ass.
Myself.
Yeah, but I ended up getting a murder task lawyer, and I was trying to get 10 and 50. She came back. What happened was the judge and the state's attorneys and the public defenders started going on protest. They went on strike.
Right.
Man, we locked up. These motherfuckers going on strike. Now they giving us Buck Rogers court dates.
Ooh, I remember them things. Yeah.
You don't go back to court for three months.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they 120 days.
What? On Rock Lane.
Sit down.
So sit down. When you go back to court? Summertime.
Right. I was gonna say December.
Christmas. I'll go back to court after Christmas, bro. I don't want to talk.
I don't want to talk about it.
Leave me the fuck alone. I don't want to talk. That county jail was a motherfucker too. I ain't gonna lie. That county jail was a motherfucker, but shit, I got some stories about that county jail. Everything motherfucker was doing in the world, motherfucker was doing that county jail, especially in the MAC division.
I was in Division 9.
I was in 11.
You was in 11. And on my soul, look, the folks ran 9, and if I recall correctly, I think y'all
we had 11.
So look. The folks ran down. We you know what I'm saying? We ain't want to bully up on the 5 or whatever.
Yeah, y'all always build that. They
always
build that bully shit, man.
No, we wasn't bullying on the 5 though. We wasn't. You know, the decks went up when the decks went up. That happened.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about we wasn't. You know what happened in Division 9? It was a lot of catch-22.
Hey, look,
it was a lot of catch-22.
Man, look, the guys.
And the guys got to know I'm not lying.
The guys be like, they get that. Take him in the back. Close his windows, G. Damn, what folks do?
Yeah.
Folks insubordinate. I'm like, damn. Hey, look, check this out. I'm finna fuck your head up with this one. So look, my cousin them had the compound for us. I had the whole White House Division 11. I had 11. So I get it a new cell, right? I'm checking the cell and shit. I go up under the mattress and shit. Pull out some shit, some paperwork and shit. I get to read the paperwork. It was the I.
Your ass is
the
dub. You ain't got no business in.
The U.
Funny as hell.
I'm like, what? The whole time, the IC, no, the BC is across the hall.
Right.
I'm in tune with the IC. You know, it's politics. It's like
when you said had the compound, you talking about for my side or your side?
What?
You said your cousin.
My cousin had compound for our side.
For your side, okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's what I'm
saying. For our side.
Go ahead. All right,
for the most.
Okay.
And I had the billing. I had 11 for us for the most.
Okay.
But you know, when it comes to politics, that shit in there, and I'm finna fuck you up when I take you to the feds about this shit too.
Okay.
That shit like it's politics because ain't nobody no hoes. Everybody gonna go. But it's motherfuckers that's in play for a reason. So they got the BC across the hall.
Right.
But I go to the motherfucker who got he on DC, he on deck coordinator shit.
Right,
I say, hey bro, hey,
GC,
check it out, folks. GC.
Yeah.
I say, hey folks, check it out. I got something for y'all, man. Y'all might want this and stuff. After I just studied and mastered and read my damn self and got down to the bottom of this shit.
You funny as hell.
I done got to the bottom of this shit.
Inserted yourself in Jenny business.
Yeah, I want to read this shit. Let me see what y'all got going on. Oh, then y'all got this type of shit going on. They had motherfuckers going to court, right? Motherfucker lead a right. Motherfucker lead a right shoestring undone. When you tie your shoe up, when you first lace your shoe up,
on your right side,
you gotta lay your first one.
Your first lace.
So that's how they identify the guys. So I go to the malls and see, I ain't gonna lie, I got cousins that's vice lords and shit. I got cousins that's vice lord foes. I love my family, but in the county it was different like a motherfucker because them vice lords and them foes, they wanted to be on they wanted to call it, they wanted to say it was fin ball rolling, but when the shit hit the fan, they on some vice lord shit, and we always law governor. We out of no disrespect, we out of 5.
Right.
The most we out of 5 to me.
Right.
So, but anyway, I can go back and tell the guy, tell cousin, like, hey man, look. They going to court and shit.
With they shit
and
like
they
that.
Shit, so you know, when y'all be on point, because that's how they identify the guy.
Look, bro, not lying. You hear me? That was what it was, nigga. That first shoelace.
That shit
had
funny.
had to be missed.
You know.
So you start lacing your shoe at the second shoelace.
That shit was cold. You in the county from when?
I don't know. I was in the county from 04 to motherfucking.
I was there from 04 to 07.
06. I got my time in 06.
So when you was there,
I got my time in June of 06.
So when you was there, C was the IC.
Nah, L Dub was the IC, and I don't want to. I'm gonna say his name for the sake of our conversation, but I might edit it out.
Yeah. On Stone Lil. What's Rappies on that?
Rappies on that.
Yeah, we gonna edit the fuck out this.
Yeah, we gonna edit the shit out this shit.
And look, check this out though. Check this out. Cause when he left, he took over.
Yeah.
Was the IC. Man, I got so many stories about the penitentiary, man.